Ramallah, thank you very much indeed for being with us. So, as Imran was pointing out, these are international workers who have been killed. There is a degree of concern, shall we say, from their respective countries. But how much influence do you think this is all going to have on the support that Israel gets from those respective countries?
Well, theoretically, it should have a lot of influence. After all, these are humanitarian workers. They are nationals of several countries who have an obligation to seek accountability. Unfortunately, like Imran said, precedent doesn't really provide much hope for the families, the bereaved families of those aid workers. We've seen time and again governments kind of derelict their duties towards their citizens when they are killed by Israel. So it all really it's up to the pressure that these governments will feel from their own constituents on how far they will go. And that pressure is increasing because we have to remember that this is in the context of a 6-month genocidal war where public opinion in the world, by and large, is fed up with the fact that Israel is killing humanitarian aid workers, doctors, and journalists, and getting away with it, killing with absolute impunity, unapologetically, and still receiving weapons and political support.
Israel says the incident is going to be investigated by a department called the Fact-Finding and Assessment Mechanism. It describes this as an independent, professional and expert body. What's been the outcome in the past when this body's carried out previous investigations?
Well, I think the maximum we can expect from Israel is to say, oops, right? To say that, yes, there was some sort of grave error, and Israel, of course, wouldn't do that. But to really take that at face value, you would have to say that the Israeli army is either incompetent and it doesn't know how to, coordinate between its different units, who knew the coordinates of this convoy, who knew who was riding in those convoys, who knew that these convoys had humanitarian aid workers that should have been protected. Or you also take the Israelis and what they're saying about the goal being applying pressure on the civilian population, starving the civilian population, as many international organizations have documented. And you take that into account when you look at the impact of such a slaughter and the fact that more humanitarian organizations are going to be thinking again or rethinking whether they can continue operating in Gaza, where absolutely no one is safe because everyone is a target.
I want to widen this out just a little bit while I've got you here and talk about what's being described as an Israeli attack on Iran's consulate in